came together on Craigslist, and that's where we got the name from because we were all really like awkward, unusual strangers before we met.
We all just want to play music and
then we got together and stuff started making sense.
found each other on Craigslist and started practicing and performing, and then made an album.
We made it in like the most like the cheapest way we possibly could, but it's okay. It still ended up sounding really awesome for what it was.
But we cared about the music the most.
Yeah. And like the way we write is really generally like
It's collaborative.
It's very
The way we
collaborative,
write
yes.
is really collaborative, and you know, he might think of a song and write it at home, but then he'll bring it to us,
and everyone will say this is terrible. Why did you do this? I'm
we'll
never
make
gonna play
the
bass like this.
changes that need to be made. We each write our own parts,
Then I'll go home again and like write a piano part for her, and she'll say that it's terrible, and she'll get mad at me
and
for
I'll
doing
rewrite
that.
it.
Yeah. And she'll text me like 4 times while she's rewriting it and tell me how terrible I am.
But
at this.
we're all okay with changing each other's music the way, you know, that we want to.
And then in the end, the song sounds really awesome.
And
thankfully.
him with his punk influence, he's got experimental. I'm more alternative indie. And
She's the only one in the band who's actually like been classically trained and knows how notes and theory works.
Yep. But all of us bring our own thing to the table, and that's what makes our music so different. Every song is different from the last.
We do. Like, we make like a really like conscious effort to make sure that whatever song we're writing now sounds nothing like the one before it.
We
And
do.
if it does, then we immediately scrap it or put it in a box and bring it out another night.
Just rework it.
Being original means
Being true to yourself.
listening to what's going on inside your head as opposed to drawing influence from something that comes from someone else or drawing influence from another artist.
Or just, you know, anything. It can be in anything. Originality can be in any part of life. So just being yourself and not being... You can be influenced by other people. That's good
Yeah.
to draw out your influences, but there's always got to be...
Copy 'em.
Like if someone says that I sound like so-and-so and so-and-so, well, that's awesome, but I want to sound like me.
I think the key to being original is having a very open mind and being basically like if you want to be original with music, you have to be, I guess, a connoisseur of music and be open to every concept, even if it's something that you would normally say, wow, this is terrible. You have to be willing to accept it. And I find that the best musicians are the ones who can do that.